It is the 28th of November, Rabbi Furst, Pierke Avos.
Thank you, Lou. If you could give me these shares screen, I'll put it on the screen as well. Yeah, good morning. As Lou said, this is Rabbi Shlomo Furst, Yeshiva Tzamanashi, Yerushalayim Care Zoom. This is our first shir. We're in Pirkei Avos in the 5th parak, and we're now moving on to we're in the middle of discussing actually the Shamir, those 10 things which they put it forth to create during Banish Shmashim. And it'll be on the screen in a minute. A Shamir, right, at the bottom of this. Okay, let's begin again. We were doing the Kasav with the Miktav with the Lukos. Okay, the bottom of the page 1, you have the Kasav and the Miktav and the Lukos. Those were all three separate things. They were created during Banish Shmashis, nice aberrations. Yeah. Any volunteers to read?
Okay, I'll read.
Okay, go ahead if you like.
Okay, the HaKasav, the HaMiktav, the HaLuchos, Aim Shlosha Dvarim Me HaShra HaNivraim Bain Hashmashos. Okay, so the HaKasav, the writing.
I guess that's the lettering. I guess we refer to that as the lettering.
Lettering. The HaMiktav. What's that?
I would assume that's the object that was used to write them.
And the writing implement?
I think so.
And the Luchos and the tablets. Those are three things that were made I don't know what Hanivraim is.
They were created. Danish Moshes. Asar, these are from Devarim, Shlosha Devarim Ma Asar Devarim Danish Moshes. These are 3 of the 10 things that were created during Bain Hashmoshes.
The Haluchos Haim. Haluchos Shenasan Hakadosh Baruch Hu Lemoshe Kesuvim Bahem Aseres Hadibros. The tablets they are the tablets that were given by Hashem to Moshe, written on them the 10 statements.
Right, Saras and Devarim. Those are the 10 statements written on the Luchos that Hashem gave to Moshe Rabbeinu. So these, even though these you have to say these Luchos were there waiting for Moshe Rabbeinu to get them from the time of Ma'aser Bereshis. They were being stored somewhere wherever they would happen to be stored, and when Moshe Rabbeinu was Matan Torah, Moshe Rabbeinu went to receive them.
Right. Ukisha Verem Moshe Nasnam Be Aaron im haluchos hashenayim she Bessel Moshe. So Moshe gave them to Aaron.
No. Kishishavra Moshe, when Moshe Rabbeinu broke them. Remember, Moshe Rabbeinu, when he came down from the Har, and he met Yeshua, and Yeshua and Moshe says, I hear a call in the Machana. I hear there was a clamor in the Machana, and turns out that was they were involved with the Shlichus Damim, the Gili Arias, and the Vodazora of the Pet Egel. So Moshe Rabbeinu, upon seeing that, he broke the luchos. He threw them from his hands, and he broke the luchos. So Kishavra Moshe, Ukishavram, when Moshe Rabbeinu broke them, Nitnam ba'aron, the pieces were placed in the aron im lukas ashnim, along with the second set of lukas shivpasu Moshe that Moshe Rabbeinu had hewn out. Moshe Rabbeinu was told by Hashem that since he broke the first lukas, he was told Moshe by Kadosh Baruch Hu he should hew out the second set of luchos. So the pieces of the first luchos were put in the Aron, the Kodesh, along with the the second set that Moshe Rabbeinu had hewn out on his own.
Shne'emar al ha-luchos harishonim asher shivras ushmatam ba'aron. As it is stated about the first tablets that were broken,
right?
What is this word? Ushmatam.
That
and they were placed in the Aron.
Yeah, from the word samta, the samtam ba'aron, they were placed in the.
Were placed in the Aron. Luchos Shavare Luchos Monchim Ba'aron. What is this word? Ushvare?
Shvari luchos, the luchos, the intact second set of luchos, the shvari luchos, and the pieces of the first set of luchos, meluchim ba'aron, they were resting in the aron.
Resting in the Aron. Kamo she nizkar the perek ha Ashuthin Shiratsu. This is like that which is mentioned in the section of the partners.
That's in the Perek Shutvim. That's one of the prakim in Baba Basra. Right, that's one of the Gemaras in Baba Basra. So this what he's telling you is based on a Gemara in Baba Basra in Perek Hashut. That's Baba Basra Daf Yud Daled Amid Beis.
Okay.
Also the Perek Shtei Alechim, that's in Menachos in Sadi Aleph. Sadi Tes Amid Aleph.
Okay. So that's where it explains that the luchos were broken and put into the Aron along with the other luchos.
That's right, exactly.
V'haisa b'ri'asam biyadei shemayim b'osa sha'a. And it was the creation by the hand of heaven at that time.
I assume the time he's referring to is Banish Mushes. I assume he was referring to the time being this one, because it says they were made Banish Mushes.
Right. Shne'amar v'haluchos ma'aseh Elokim hema. And it's stated that the luchos were made by God. What's hema?
Hema, not sure how you would change Hema. They were. Lucas, Mais Elohim, they were Hema, they were. Lucas were the work of the Kadosh Baruch Hu, they were.
Okay. V'lo niskar b'sheshes yemei bereshis. And they're not mentioned in the 6 days of creation.
Right. I mean, there's no special pasuk which refers to the creation of Lucas during the 6 days of creation.
Emasai nivra'o.
Meaning, there's no pasuk saying during the 6 days of creation when they were created.
They were created. V'achar sheshes yemei bereshis lo nivra'o. And after the 6 days of creation, they were not created.
Right.
Im kain bein hashmash os nivra'o. There is therefore, and during twilight they were made. They were created. Ulezeh amru alehem shehayu shel Sanif irinon kemo she amru al mata Moshe. And this is stated about them that they were made of sapphire, like it is stated about the staff of Moshe.
Right. Just the
luchos were made out of sapphire.
Right, made out of sapphire, right.
I never heard that before. That's interesting. I always picture them made out of stone.
Okay.
They say if you want to say something is not if something is negotiable, you say it's not cast in concrete.
Right. Good.
Kemo she nizkar bi'ilmadnu, like it is mentioned in the teaching.
Well, actually, as it's mentioned, Billy Manitanu, in what we learn, there it could be. See, you see in brackets it says it's a Tanchuma,
right?
Yeah, I think I'm not sure if the Medrash Tanchuma had another name or there was another Medrash. It's called, I think, Medrash Lamdenu. I think there is such a Medrash called Medrash Lamdenu.
Oh.
Maybe that's what it's referring to, and might be corresponding to the same Medrash in the Tanchuma. Not sure. I think that's what he's referring to. Lamdenu.
Mipnei shehayu sheniham.
Shneim, right?
Shnehem. That because there were two of them.
Meaning these two things, as he says, the mata and the luchos.
The mata and the luchos. Beria shelo me'ain ma'aseh bereshis. Creations that were not. What is me'ain?
Similar to the Maisa Bereshis. Their creation was not similar to the Maisa Bereshis, the act of gracious. Me'ain, like we say, Shabbos is me'ain olam haba, right? Me'ain. Shabbos is me'ain olam haba. It's similar.
Right.
Shabbos is similar to olam haba. So there's Bria, their creation, shalom me'ain ma'aser gracious. Their creation of the mata and the luchos was not similar to that of things created in ma'aser gracious.
What I don't. What does that mean? Everything
It was
was created in
it
my
was
spreadsheets.
no, because it was a special creation. It was created during Benish Shmashos. It didn't have anything. It wasn't created during the 6 days of creation.
Right.
So it was a special creation that was created during that time of Benish Shmashos, Twilight.
So, in other words, meaning that it's a miraculous in nature.
Well, we have to understand in what way is it really miraculous? I mean, by the mata was the object by which many of the miracles and wonders that Moshe Rabbeinu did at the command of Kadosh Baruch Hu in the Yetzias Mitzrayim, and the luchos. I mean, there are several things very miraculous about the luchos. I mean, the Gemara explains it. I'm not sure if he's going to explain it, but the luchos, the lettering on the luchos could be seen, I think, from at least 2 sides, right? And there was the same lettering on both sides, and maybe it could be even on all 4 sides. I'm not sure, but definitely on 2 sides. And they were also the letters were floating in the air, meaning they were not attached to the stone. It wasn't simply that they were engraved, right? The letters were actually suspended in space in the stone somehow, however that could be. That was clearly miraculous.
Right. Okay. Uvamidrash Chazis. And in the Midrash Chazis, Amru, it says Shehayu shel Senafirinos Umasa Nisim, that they were made of sapphire, and they were made miraculous.
Right. It was sapphire, umaisa nisim, and they were. I'm not sure. Umaisa nisim. I'm not sure if they did miracles or they were miraculous. Umaisa nisim, and I think Pashtus means that the miracles were done through them, with them. Umasa, they did miracles, and it was done miracles.
Okay. Unigalalim Hayun. Have a good day, Judy. The Chatzovin Migal Gal Chama Hayu. And they were round. And the Chatzovin, I don't know Chatzovin.
The Chatzovim, again, when the Galalim, they were like rolled. I mean, they were rounded, they were rolled, they were rounded. The Chatzovim Miglal Chema Hayu. That they were Chatzovim, they were not really sure what this means. But Chatzuvim Miglal Chema Hayu. I'm not sure what that means. I have to figure that out. I'm not sure what that means. Chatzuvim Migalgel Chema Hayu. Chatzuvim.
V'haya or Khan Tisha Tifachim Urechavan Shisha Tivachim Vayin shlosha tivachim. Okay, so they were they were 6 tfachim by 6 tfachim by 3 tfachim. So they were 2 feet by 2 feet by 1 foot approximately.
Right.
V'hayu ke'evan achas arka ke'rachava ke'ruma. And they were like stone.
One stone. Vahayu ke'evan achas. They were like one stone.
Like one stone.
Or arucha, one long stone.
One long stone?
Right, where they were hayu ke'evan achas orcha, no, it's like this. Hayu ke'evan achas orcha v'rechava karuma. That they were one stone, they were like one stone, that their length was like their width and like their depth. Meaning they were cubed. In other words, they were cubed.
But
so they're not really tablets. Well, this is a misnomer that has been perpetrated in pictures and folklore that they were tablets. They weren't tablets at all. They were cubes.
But it just said that they were 6 by 6 by 3.
Well, 6 by 6 by 3, right? But if you divide that in half, so you have 2 3 by 3 by 3. Is that correct?
Oh. Uh-huh. No,
when you put them together,
no,
6 by 6.
It wouldn't be. No, it wouldn't be. If you divide it by half, you can divide the 6s by 2. You have to divide by 3 by 2. So it'll be
Well,
3 by 3 by 1.5.
Avim, the
if it's 6 by 3 by 3, it's 6 tall, 3 wide, 3 deep. Okay, and you can divide that in half, make it 2 pieces that are 3 by 3 by 3.
right, the depth, you won't change the depth. The depth will remain the same. Right.
Okay.
He's gonna, as he's gonna explain. When they was split in half. It was split, so it's like you had one. He says he is Eben Achas Orcha Karava Karuma. The length and the breadth and the height were equal. Right? When and it was cut in half. Okay.
Okay. I'm trying to picture it. Okay. Kamo she niskar be perek ein bain hamoder. Like it is mentioned in the perek of ein bain hamoder.
Yeah, that's the more in the Dime. Oh, the Dafyomi is going to be coming up soon. Eliezer Tree, you're still keeping me up with the Dafyomi.
Yeah, we're in the Durham now.
Yeah, in the Durham. We're in the Lamed as well. I think we're Lamed Dalit today, I've seen.
I don't remember off the top of my head. I never keep track of the page. I just know it's the next number.
Anyway, we'll keep your eyes out. It should be coming up in the next week, within the next week, I think. So that's what the Gemara says over there. It says, what does it say there in that the Gemara in the Dor? Kishahayu
zeh al gav zeh hayu shisha al shisha barum shisha. So as it is written, I'm sorry, as it says there, about this, they were 6 by 6. What is this word, barum?
Well, when they were put one on top of the next, it would be 6 tall, 6 wide, and borum, actually borum is the width. Now it'd be 6 in length, 6 in height, in length, in height, and in depth. Borum is the depth.
So it's now become 6 by 6 by 6.
Right. So I'm not sure what it says here. Why it's I think when he's that second line where it says Va'orkon shish tvachim, Rachman shish tvachim, Va'avim shlosh tvachim, right? So I think that was referring to each one individually. And now when you put them two together, then you get 6 by 6 by 6. Don't you have one of your grandchildren's Lego boxes around there?
My grandchildren have little boxes.
Lego. Get a Roy, you have some Lego in the house?
Yeah, hang on.
Oh, here we go. Okay, well, let's work it out. Lego to the rescue. Oh. Here we go.
Sort of Lego.
Okay.
I don't know if we can work this out or not. We've got a piece like that. Where are we?
Okay, piece like that. That's 3. That's very good. Okay, do we have any more like that?
Yeah, somewhere. Got to find them. That's 2. What the kids are doing. Got all the 3 pieces somewhere. I don't know. I don't know. Oh, here's another 3 piece.
Okay.
What did I do with the first one? Oh, here it is.
So that's 2 pieces of 3.
Yeah.
That's 2 pieces of 3. If we had one more, so we have 3 by 3.
Oh, here's another 3. Right.
So let's see if this works out. Help me.
We've got.
Right. So okay, so if they're all 3 next to each other,
All right.
3 next to each other, so that would be 3 by 3, but you have to have a height of 3 as well. You have to have a height of 3.
That's 3, and that's 3.
Right. And now all we're missing is the height. If you had 6 more of those, so we'd be in business, right? Because that's one level. You need 3 levels like that. But that's okay. No, you don't spend time looking for it, right? So if we had those, so how would we split them? Well, I'm trying to understand what he usually said here, that he was explaining that each one, shesh by shesh by 3, 6 by 6 by 3, 6 by 6 by 3. That I'm still not clear how he came to that conclusion originally there. 6 by 6 by 3.
Right. That's a cube.
Right, exactly.
Right. So it's 6 by 6.
6 by 6 by 6.
6 by 6, and then that's 6 there too, right?
Correct. That's correct.
So that makes a cube. Now, if you do that in half, you've got 6 by 6 by 1.5.
1.5. Right.
No, 6 by
No,
6 by 3.
By 3, sorry, 6 by 6 by 3, yeah.
6 by 6 by 3.
You get 2 of them, each 6 by 6 by 3.
Yeah, so that'll be 6 by 6. Oops. And back here half,
Mhm,
that half there,
right.
that would be the three this
So
so
that would be like a tablet. If the two of them were, that would be like a tablet, right? 6 by 6 by 3 is a tablet, right?
all right.
Big tablet.
So, yeah, big tablet. So, but when you put them together, that's what he says in the fourth line. When you when you put them together, this one on this one, then it's 6 by 6 by 6. So
Yeah,
Right.
that's how it works out.
I think it does work out. Yeah.
Okay, good. All right. Thank you, Roy. That was very helpful.
Kamo she nizkar bit perek ha shutrin shiratsu the Bava Basra. So this is like it is explained in Bava Basra.
Okay, very good. Yeah.
Uva Yerushalme perek Meshoch
Meshuach Milchama.
Meshuach Milchama.
Right. That's referring to the Kohen Gadol who was anointed to go out to war. Right. So that's why it's called Meshuach Milchama. He was anointed for war.
Vilazeh Kishahayu Zeh Eitzel Zeh.
1 second. Yeah, Kishahazel says this is when they were one next to the other one.
But Ba'aron in the Aron, Hayu Tzrichin le'archu ule'rachavu achar shetaslak ovei hakitalim. That they it was necessary. What is la'archu?
Archu is the width. Right? Actually, no. Archu is the length. I'm sorry. Archu is the length. Rachvu is the width.
The length and the width after. What is this word? Shetislak.
Shetisalik oivil kosli. Meaning when they were the Gemara is discussing over there about how they fit into the Aron. So we had to get the size to be fitting into the Aron, but but you have to discount. Tisalik is to discount the oivil koslim, the width of the walls, because the Aron had. I'm not sure. I forget. I think it was a 3 tvachim. I'm not sure. It was a tefach or 3 tvachim. I forgot how wide the walls of the Aron were. So you have to discount in making this dimensional simulation of how the luchos were fitting into the Aron. You have to discount the width of the walls of the Aron.
So in other words, it's saying that it's a miracle that the width of the walls did not actually take up any space.
He's not going into the miracle yet. He's not. That's not. He's just trying to work out the geometry right now.
He's saying if you discount the width of the walls, and you find that the amount of space occupied by the luchos was equal to the size of the Aron.
I think so. Yeah, I really have to take a look at the I think he's going to explain it in the Tanchuma. It says he's going to continue with the dimension.
Okay, as we learn in Tanchuma, Amru shehaya guvehen shalosh amos shehayu or mikvah, that it was that the three, it was 3 amos, like the measure of a mikvah.
Right, and that's right. And the mikveh is a 3 by 3 by amma. It says, "I'll go continue and tell you what it is. One amma by a depth of 3 ammas.
Amma al amma barum shalosh amos. So an amma by 3 amos.
Yeah. So that's interesting that the aron was the same volume measure as the mikveh. Okay, nice to know.
Okay, so now we're switching between amos and tfachim.
Right. Yeah. In general, there are either going to be 5 or 6 tvachim to an amma. That's depending what you measure. Some measured 5 tvachim to an amma. Some measure 6 tvachim to an amma. So the aram was amma by amma. So let's say it was 6 by 6, 6 by 6, and with a depth of 3. So that fits the luchos, but you can't count the walls of the aron in that geometry.
V'chein amru bimata, and thus it is stated in Tanchuma, section called Mata, she haya mishoi arba'im sa'a.
Mashve. Shaya mashve arba'im sa'a. It was equal to mashve. Was equal to or equivalent to 40 saw.
Okay. So that's the size of a mikvah also.
Right, exactly. The aron and the mikvah are the same volume size. Right?
So it could have held a volume of 40 saw of water.
Correct.
V'chein b'Yerushalmi de Tanis. And similarly, it is written in the Yerushalmi of Tanis. Amru, and there it says shahaluchos hayu meshave arba'im sa'a ke shiur mikvah. That the luchos were equal to 40 saw, like the measure of a mikvah.
Right. Oh, so luchos as well.
Hare sheha shave beinehem shehaya shel sinfirinon ukeshiur mikvah. What is this word hashave?
There was a an amount between them. There was an amount between them which was of sapphire, and the shear was a mikvah, and the amount was a mikvah.
Between what?
I'm not sure. I'd have to see. He's quoting the Gemara in Tainus. I'm not sure what he's adding by making this. He's making some kind of a division between, I guess, between the luchos. I'm not sure. I'd have to see the Gemara. I'll try and look it up.
Well, didn't we say earlier that the luchos were made out of sapphire?
Right. We did say that. Correct.
So it would make sense to say that there was sapphire between the luchos.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe the luchos are what were the luchos were between the walls, maybe?
No, there was no inner wall, just the outer walls.
Yeah, okay.
Not clear. All right, it's a Yerushalmi. I'll see if I can't, maybe I have time later today. I'll try and look at the Yerushalmi, see what he's bringing from here. All right, we'll see. Maybe I can get a clarification on this. All right, in the meantime, I guess we'll take a break. At this end of this paragraph. Fine. Okay, square. Thank you. Very good, Lou. Well, I guess should have a good afternoon. Hope to see you tomorrow.
Right, Hashem.
And, we'll take a short break and begin with the Mishnah Berurah in a few minutes.
Thank you, Rabbi.
See you guys soon. Thank you. See you soon.
Have a good day, everyone.
Okay.